A very good morning to you all, my dear students. Hope you all are healthy, fit, and fine at home. And you all had a lot of break due to this corona pandemic. Now we should be back to our academics, my dear students. So, our academic year, that is 2020-21, begins. Yesterday only you started with the other subjects. Now, so we begin with our English, that is Kumar Bharti, that is standard 9. I am your principal ma'am, Mrs. Shraddha Pazare Chauhan, who is going to take English for you for this academic year. So my dear students, all the best and I hope you will enjoy my teaching and you all will complete the assignments and work given to you all. So this is the cover page of your textbook. Okay, Kumar Bharti, English, standard 9. Next, we move on to the index. We have 4 units. Okay, and amongst the 4 units, we are going to start with the first unit. Okay, in the first unit, you have a lot of poetries as well as prose. Okay, we begin with our first poem, that is Life. Okay, Life poem. Okay, so this is the poetry, a huge poetry which is very, very important for your life and my life. So let me read the poem for you and then stanza wise I will explain you the meaning of the poem. Life, believe, is not a dream, so dark as sages say. Oft a little morning rain foretells a pleasant day. Sometimes there are clouds of gloom, but these are transient all. If the shower will make the roses bloom, oh, why lament its fall? Rapidly, merrily, life's sunny hours flit by, gratefully, cheerily. Enjoy them as they fly. What though death at times steps in and calls our best away? What though sorrow seems to win, or hope a heavy sway? Yet hope again elastic springs, unconquered though she fell, still buoyant are her golden wings, still strong to bear us well. Manfully, fearlessly, the day of trial bear, for gloriously, victoriously can courage quell despair. By Charlotte Bronte. So this poem is written by a poetess, Charlotte Bronte. Okay? Now, my dear students, let's move on to first stanza. Okay? I am keeping that on the screen. First stanza. Let me just explain to you. Now, the poet Bronte begins this piece with a repetition of the title. It is made clear to the reader from the beginning that is, the poem is going to be speaking of some element of life. The speaker of this poem is seeking to pull back the shadow from life. She wants to make clear to the reader that life is not something to be feared or some dark dream that one has to be dread. The third and fourth lines speak how something that seems gloomy can foretell something pleasant, such as a little morning rain bringing forth a calm and lovely day. She gives two additional examples in this stanza. The speaker brings up gloomy clouds that cover the sky. And though these may seem forbidding, which will be clear, they are transient. Transient means they are temporary and do not last forever. Her third example is the final two lines of this stanza. She asks this question: if the rain means that all the roses will bloom, why should one lament its fall? Lament means why should we always be in the, what you can say, regret, grief. We should always be happy when the roses are blooming, that happiness is coming. There is no reason to be sad over these elements of life, as they will all pass or bring with them something positive. While the speaker is just discussing simple elements of nature, a deeper meaning can be drawn from their relationship to real life, to a real life. Clouds, just like bad days, one's life will clear and eventually end. Even though for a few minutes things they seem wretched with the rain pouring down. The rain will stop and once outlook will be better. So this basically para is trying to tell us that don't worry, even if there is something dark in your life or if there is something emotional ups and downs, it is going to fade away. We need to learn to have patience. We need to wait for those dark clouds to go away and wait for the happiness to come. Okay, let's move on to our second stanza. Our second stanza. The second stanza of this piece is written much more lyrically. The words are almost asking to be sung. One can imagine someone's dancing, spinning in a circle as they celebrate these phrases. Life, the speaker says, will rapidly and merrily fly by. Means it will move away fast, happily enjoyable. The hours will pass without notice until suddenly they are gone. The speaker is promoting a way of life in which one appreciates and enjoys each hour that passes by. Let's move on to the third stanza. Okay, the third stanza is a big one. The final stanza is the longest of this poem and conquers the more daunting part of life, death. The first two complete sentences of this stanza are questions in which the speaker is basically asking, so what? So what if death at times steps in? So what if sorrow seems to win? These things are temporary. The speaker is acknowledging that these things exist, but she is not allowing them to sway her. I know students, they are trying to tell us that death is a part of life. It will come. And after that, everything has to start working on its normal way. The fifth line of this stanza is more hopefully. She describes hope as having elastic springs. Even though she fell in sorrow, she will bounce back up again in hope. Her golden wings are still strong and buoyant and will be able to bear us well. This character in the poem can be representing the poet herself or perhaps someone she knows quite personally and has depending on the support in the past, a mother or a sister figure. The last four lines of the poem speak about the strength in which the speaker is promoting living fearlessly and manfully, means as strong as a man could live. She concludes with, when one's day of trial comes. This could be simply one most challenging day or end times itself in which one will be judged by God. Be victorious in courage. No despair can quell the victory one feels when holding on to hope. Nothing can touch it, not even the death. So my dear student, this whole poem is about our life, that we should take our life very seriously, but we should also take care that the ups and downs which will be coming in life, they are not permanent. They might change frequently. So we are supposed to be very, very steady and stable so that whatever comes in the way, we are strong enough to fight against it. Along with this video, I will send you all some word meanings, some assignments which you are supposed to complete in a notebook. If you have your last year's English notebook which has lots of pages, you can complete in it. Okay, and if you don't have, whatever notebook is available at your house, you can surely start working on it. And my dear students, please take this online teaching very seriously regarding all subjects, as you all are in 9th standard, wherein you need to be serious about it, because this is the base for your 10th standard board exams. Okay, so hopefully all subjects you take that seriously. Okay, till then, next week I will again see you back with another poem or another prose part. So till then, take care, stay home, stay healthy.